This is war. A war of all against all. A US military plane has smuggled 500,000 COVID-19 tests to America from drug-starved Italy, and the Italians found out about it. On the other hand, Russian President Putin agreed to an emergency call for help from the Italian Prime Minister. What is it? This is a global movement on the Step of Russia TV channel. These and other crazy news of the day are in our issue. Stay tuned. So the Italians were horrified to learn that 500,000 coronavirus tests had been smuggled into drug-starved Italy, which cannot cope with the COVID-19 pandemic. They were sold to the US government. The military plane took off from the airbase in Aviano on the 17th of March, and arrived in the city of Brescia, Italy. This plane was loaded with several containers with tests for coronavirus, which was then sent to the US military base in Memphis. The US Army general in charge of this operation said that he was very happy that the Italian partners were ready to provide the necessary medicines to the United States. But the Italians found out about it from an Instagram photo, where they saw an American plane, an Italian city, and loading some strange containers. The truth was revealed, and the Italians were not only shocked, they were terrified. Instead of helping Italy and bringing the necessary medicines there, the guys buy themselves what they need with money, and the problems of Italians are like their personal problems. In this regard, the Prime Minister of Italy appealed to Russia with an urgent request for help, because there are not enough people in Italy, there are not enough means of protection. What can Italian doctors do when communicating with people who are already sick with coronavirus? With those who are in the most extreme stage of this disease, medics can only protect themselves. They have nowhere to protect people, and they have nothing to treat people with. The President of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin, gave the nod and said that Russia will help Italy. People and equipment that is designed to disinfect streets are sent to Italy. And this is all support from the country that not so long ago Italy punished with sanctions for certain actions. This means help, especially compared to the previous news about the United States. Well, the crisis seems to bring us closer. A few weeks ago, Russia and Belarus had a very bad row about oil prices. And Russia stopped oil supplies to Belarus. Belarus reported a few days ago that it is considering various options for other suppliers, not from Russia. But reason took its course, and Russia and Belarus agreed on mutually beneficial terms on oil supplies. This is against the backdrop of an escalating crisis with oil supplies from other countries. And Russian oil goes to Belarusian refineries. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, which has introduced an emergency situation, there is a real transport collapse. The metro does not work, public transport does not run, trains do not function, both suburban and intercity. Life has come to a standstill in this country, which even before that had serious problems with the standard of living of the population and the economy. In Russia, the situation is not so bad, but in Moscow, the government has closed all fitness clubs, water parks and swimming pools until further notice. As of today, 306 people have been infected in Russia, of which only 53 have been infected in the last 24 hours. The infection has already affected 18 regions of our country, and the maximum number of infected 17 people in the last day appeared in the Moscow region. This is a global movement on the TV channel Step of Russia. This is the main news of the planet in the Russian Federation. Stay tuned.